folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is BRZRKR Issue 9 by Boom Studios. Now, there is violence, a bloody massacre, blood, body parts, intestines. Holy shit. Some weird stuff and a bit of nudity in this one. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the creative team. So, when we left off in issue 8, Diana was in some kind of a chamber, not a chamber, like that tube connected to wires and a breathing mask, trying to get in contact with B. And then here we start with B. He's all completely blue. You can see his brain. He's, well, it looks like a humanoid entity, and he's flying through this weird space thing. It's got, like blue diamond shapes and everything. He's flying through it, just looking, where am I? And he flies a little further, and then he asks, and then he hears, almost like I was answering, and the shape begins to manifest in front of him. And, it's more like an echo. It's not really answering, it's more repeating itself. Now in this, you also see, oh wait, is it here already? You see Diana. Yeah. So as the shape manifests into the form of his father, his human father. It's like, father, what's going on? Where am I? I need answers. In this, you see Diana calling him. It's like, B, can you hear me? She's screaming at him, practically. He keeps looking. He says, this is just an echo. There's nothing even here. And then it manifests again, and not manifests, it morphs again, should have said morphs, into, him. It morphs to look like he does now. And he's looking at it, and what was there? 1 second. He morphs, and... Okay, yeah, it's in front of him. And he still says, "No, father, I need answers. Don't go." But then it morphs into him, and Diana again says to him, Anute, what she used to call him. She said, "It's me." And then for some reason the other shape, the one that morphed into him, starts. It sounds like. It looks like it's electrocuted, and so does B. They both look like they're being electrocuted. Diana yells no. And then B and his copy, they both, there's a little explosion, they both fly in opposite directions. Then Diana yells no, and where are they? Then we go briefly outside of the base, and you see... it's a typical morning. You see a bird flying, lands on this weird egg. There's a big white egg there on the grass. Then, fuck. Not so much happens in here yet. They can't seem to keep the events in order. Okay, yeah, we go back to Diana again. And she said, and she keeps asking him if he can hear her. And through the machine that's next to her tank, she hears him screaming. So something's wrong with him. It's unclear but something is. Then you see Keever and Codwall get out of the base and go to that egg. Keever's saying, well, he's back. So they approach it. Codwell kneels in front of the egg, touches it, and then it looks like it starts to light up. It looks like it's gonna explode. And Keevers grabs him and says, "Come on, we can't be here. It's not safe." And he pulls them back inside, locks the doors, tells them to, or presses buttons so they would lock. And then they keep running further inside the base, and bam, there's an explosion. Holy shit. And then you see B walk in. Yeah, but before that, though, you see him outside. He's naked. He doesn't have any hair, but his eyes are glowing that same kind of like the cold baby blue. And he walks into the base, and he just fucking he's in a violent rage. Holy shit! And Keever and Codwell get into some control room, and Keever says protocol, protocol B. We need to do protocol B. And a whole ton of soldiers run out with guns, and they need to stop him. I wonder if something like this happened before. They couldn't calm him down. That they already had the protocol, or were they worried it would happen after their experiment with the box? Well, of course, B just fucking slaughters all of the soldiers. It's a fucking massacre in there. Eyeballs flying, guts, everything. Those poor soldiers. So the plan is to lure him into a incinerator in the end to completely burn him. Of course, he's not gonna die, but at least he can't cause harm. More soldiers are coming out, but he's busting through doors. He goes up to another level. Again, this is still see Diana trying to contact him, and we see that cables from her tank are starting to disconnect. It looks like she gained some kind of power to move things with her mind, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's getting herself out of the tank. So, B gets somewhere. You see soldiers in like fireproof suits with sort of flamethrowers. They're confronting B. He goes towards them. They're in some kind of round room. The door closes behind. You see B's angry. And even Kieran before that mentions, I've never seen him, go this berserk before. Yeah, something's definitely fucked up. Then they press a button, and all of them, him and the three soldiers, they fall down. They're in the incinerator. And then B just fucking kills all three of them. Poor bastards. I mean, holy shit. And Keever and Codwell stand there, and they're about to press the button to burn him. But then Diana appears outside of the door, and she uses her new power to open it. And Codwell's like, Diana, what are you doing? Or was it Keever? One of them says, what are you doing? She said, wait, I need to know. And Keever says, we're about to incinerate him. And she says, no, abort. She opens the door, slides in, and she's in front of an angry, naked B. It's like, B, it's me. And he grabs her by the throat. Well, at least he doesn't completely just, tears her apart. But he starts to choke her. And she's trying to tell him, B, it's me. And then the weird, like, black lightning, the one that was came out of the explosion that went into her last issue, comes out of her eyes and goes into his, and it just throws him at the ceiling, and then he falls down. He's all folded like a fetus. And Diana approaches him, and she turns him around, and she's like, B, can you hear me? And he's lying there, and his eyes are completely, not black like hers were. It looks like they're gone. Almost like they've been, just destroyed his eyes. And that's it. That's where the issue ends. Alright, so first, the cover. That's a pretty cool one. You see him all sad, cradling a soldier. And all the soldiers are all dead, though for some reason his hand is on the crotch. I mean, that's not the intention, but it's a little bit funny. It's not even on the waist, it's like right there on the crotch. It's just- I know it's stupid, but it's funny to me. Yeah, right. Other than that, this one's a lot more eye catching than the last two have been. Although again, none of this happens in the comic. I guess nowadays it's not really much of a thing, is it? Okay, let's get to the art. Let me check something. I know, sorry. Diana tells him, "Talk to me." And holy shit, poor B or a newt. Okay, the art. Oh, there we go. You see, he's unclear where he is or where the fuck he even went, but there's the place. And he's asking, "You hear me?" I think that's Diana asking him. They're trying to see where he is. And he's floating through all that blue. There we go. And you see there's the shape that morphs. At first I thought it was maybe Diana contacting him wherever he is, but no, it's not. It's not her. You see, it's just like an echo repeating. You see him. You just see his nerves and brain and everything. Maybe do you see the bones? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So that took a turn I didn't expect. And I'm also a bit disappointed because I thought that, we might finally meet B's father. His actual, maybe God slash maybe alien father. But nope. It was just, this happened. He reappeared from wherever the fuck he went. Well, berserk. Killed a fuck ton of soldiers, and now it's unclear what's with him. I mean, he can't die, but did whatever happened change him in some way? Are his eyes gonna go back to normal? I just, I just wish there was at least something about his origin here. I mean, it's just issue 9, but I say that, but there's not that many issues left. I'm even more confused where this is gonna go. Because this whole thing started with him wanting to find an answer so he can become mortal, and not that he wanted to die, but he wanted to be able to die. So far, this has not achieved that, and has given Diana some kind of weird powers. Which, again, depending if his father was some kind of god or an alien, is gonna be different. How the fuck she got the powers? What does it even mean? I wish that was answered. If it's aliens or gods, that would have been more interesting. And I'm just starting to wonder what the fuck's gonna happen in the end. Then, are this gonna even have a good wrap up or not? Because okay, is he gonna be fine next issue? Or are they gonna? Does Diana still have her powers, or whatever went in her? Did she gave back to B? It's just it's so unclear in here where this is gonna go for it. To me, it is anyway. It just. I mean, I want to know, but I'm also confused. I've said this already before. This should have had a prequel where you see his life from the beginning up till he joins the U.S. military and shit, and then this should have solely focused on what he is, and then finding out what he is, because as it stands, yeah, you went back to the past, but it doesn't give any answers. I mean, it's a 12-issue series. You think by now you'd at least get an idea of what he is, and then get close to wrapping it up. Because, well, you got issue 10, 11, and 12 left. So what's going to happen in them? Is there even going to be any satisfying conclusion? Or is this going to be Exiles all over again? I don't know. Well, I can't even say there was much progress beyond what him being wherever he was, but that wasn't even an answer. Oh well. I guess I'll see what happens in issue 10. Hope it'll shed some light. So let me know if you read issue 9 and what you think about it. And remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!